Welcome back, guys. A few things have moved on since the last episode. We've had a few more parts arrive. Some things are a little bit difficult to get hold of. I did look at sending the ECU away, but it was basically going to cost the same amount to get it repaired as me going to buy a new one. So I managed to locate a company in Belgium that am still reproducing earlier CDIs, so it should be a like for like. So I've ordered one of those, so hopefully that'll be in the next few weeks. Managed to pick up a mass cylinder from Frank Lane Cycles. He's got plenty of stuff in stock, so managed to get that. The only thing is, it is off probably a later 4-stroke model, so it will have the decompression lever, but we'll soon sort that out. That's not a problem. I don't really want to strip the bike down too much more than this, basically because I want to get the ECU back. I want to get it fired up and just check that everything else is a-okay before I start delving into it a little bit deeper. So yeah, let's get this. So yeah, let's get this clutch mass cylinder off and pop the grips off as well. Boom. Basically, just to get the grips off, that screwdriver, brake cleaner, wiggle it round, and up a do go. Ta-da! Let's get this on the bench. Again, just to show you what I was on about earlier, just regarding the mass cylinders. So obviously this one on the right has just come off the bike. Unfortunately, as you can see, if you can see that in the camera, the casting's fractured, broke, so we got no clutch lever at all. This is one I've managed to pick up. It is a 4-stroke, so it's got the decompression lever, but luckily KTM in their wisdom have built it into the mass cylinder cap, so obviously I can just pop that off and replace it with that one. So basically it's just a complete direct replacement. So let's get that on. Try that again, eh? Right, okay, so the easiest way to bleed the slave cylinder, clutch slave cylinder, is to back bleed it. So probably different the way you'd bleed your brake system, certainly on a car. Anyway, so normally the way to bleed the slave cylinder or the clutch, if it's a hydraulic clutch, is to basically back bleed it. So this kind of setup that I've got here, we'll fill this syringe up with the mineral, the hydraulic clutch fluid, and we'll literally back bleed it, back up the pipeline and then out the top of the mass cylinder. So what that does, any air that's being pushed in is basically just going to push all the way out the pipe and up to the mass cylinder, and then obviously vent to air, so basically leaving no air in the system, which is going to give you a solid clutch feel. So that's the wording. Let's try and put it into practice. Okay, so I'm going to crack this little 8mm bleed nipple. Probably only just over a quarter of a turn, just enough. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to force some of this fluid through, hopefully. So right, okay, I did this a couple of times and just top the fluid up by 10-20 ml at a time. literally because the colour that was coming out was, well, it was very, very dark, very dark. So yeah, just did that a few times, and hopefully, whoa, look at that, beautiful. So yeah, just tighten the, pop this syringe off, just double check that we've tightened this little beauty. Don't over tighten it for Christ's sake, otherwise you'll be taking a trip to KTM to get one of those, which I would say are probably expensive. Right, okay, so that is mass cylinder change and the clutch bleed all done. So that's one job done. So on to the next. Whoopee.